Brothers and sisters, generals, we are alive and breathing, as I always say, and we're back to conquer another day, another year, and another decade. And I salute current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view, brother or sister, young or old, family member. Be thankful every day we wake up, like I always say. Thank that great divine before our feet touch the floor, for our family and more. And I hope, I know everyone is in good health. If you're listening to the sound of one's voice, I know we are striving to be better, in all areas of our lives. Everything matters. There's so many tools and so many things we need in this life to stay balanced, to, stay stable and stay sane in this life. And that's mind, body, and soul. See, hear, and feel, and that good old psyche. And, I always talk about the spirit and the mind, and as many of us do. My real like-minded teachers, real generals out there, brother or sister, that's a reacher or a teacher, salute. And that's in the world or online or in our families, or we don't, like I say, we don't have to be on no podium. Anywhere, anyone can be a teacher if you have learned from experience and bettered yourself and helping to better another. And that's youth, adult, anyone we come into. Everyone has a choice. It's up to them, person, place, or thing, how one acts when we interact with each other, But being the best of oneself, man, being true to the pit of our soul, man, is the gift that keeps on giving. Real talk. And like I say, there's many areas in the human body that we have to do, that we have to work on to stay balanced, like eating, because I always talk about the psyche and the spiritual side. But I never forget, that's why I say mind, body, and soul. We do have to eat right, get rest, watch what we eat. Now, again, I'll put a disclaimer. I'm not trying to act like I'm this health nut, but one does watch what one eats and how one eats. I don't eat all healthy food all the time, but I'm not a glutton. And, if you look in the Bible, I'm not in religion, but, you see what it's like if a person is a glutton. And that's not just eating. You can be a glutton of attention, a glutton of manipulating people, a gluttony of power. We talking about the wrong way, So, too much of something that's not good for us is not good. Too much of things, we have to balance out stuff. And eating is one of them. I'm not an expert in this area, but you live long enough, you study, research, pay attention to your body when it speaks to you. You'll know when to eat, how much to eat, what to eat. And as I always say, I like to reiterate, I think how we eat at night. Now, it does matter what we eat now. We should eat healthy, which I do. I don't try, I do. I eat healthy, but I don't always eat healthy. I just want to, because I want to be honest, but I'm not a glutton. I don't just be eating all day, every day. I eat enough that the body gets, at least get enough to where we have nourished, because the body has to have nourishment. But we do have to have healthy food. I don't want to act like we don't. We do. Natural, healthy food that's not processed. We do need it in our system. So when we have to, we have to eat things that's healthy sometimes. The best, best way we can. We have to try at least, because we feel better in our body. Again, I was getting ready to say, I'll get to the title. This is my thought intro. And this is another edition of EBX discussion. And we're going to talk about the benefits of positive music. Listening to music, period, can be positive, but of course it have to be, can be good. Excuse me, I fumbled. Listening to music is good for the mind, body, and soul, period. But it better be some good music, something with a high vibration. And I'll get to that. But I want to get back to, talking about food and stuff, because I don't want to forget that area too, because food plays a very important part in our spiritual walk, our righteous spiritual walk. So I just want to put that out there for one's listeners, watch what we eat, how we eat, and I always say a major factor is, my opinion, is when we eat late at night over time. That's what make us gain weight, especially if we eat heavy every night. So if we have to have a snack at night or something, or before we go to bed, make sure it's light and somewhat healthy, and make sure we get plenty of vitamin D and vitamin C and vitamin, there's all those good vitamins we need in one's body. Again, not an expert, but our body speaks to us, you don't have to be no doctor to know when our body is speaking to us. So I always I drink, I I drink orange juice a lot, like 100% orange juice. They got a lot of vitamin C. Cranberry juice. I've spoke on these things before in a podcast. I called it preventing toxins in our body. It might not be the title exactly, but it was something like that about, toxins, getting things that we can do to get rid of toxins in one's body, and I'll put that in the end screen because I want to hit on that area too. I got more to study about it, but hey, I could spark that interest. That's why it's good to listen to righteous teachers, brother or sister, that's an expertise in that area. Because I've learned a lot of stuff, a lot more to learn. So, but learning the body can be a beautiful thing. It can be beautiful. It don't always have to be this deep spiritual thing, but we got to stay at it, keep chipping away, know oneself, because when we right, then we can help everyone else that want to be helped. Melanated brothers and sisters, salute. And that's in our families also. But I just wanted to put that out there. We got to eat healthy as much as we can too. I was gonna name a couple more juices. 100% orange juice is good. Cranberry juice is good. That's good for the prostate. By black men, I spoke on this before, but it's good for the prostate. And pickle juice is good. It's because it's got vinegar in it. But I like pickle juice, so I drink that a lot. That kills toxins in the body. It's good to drink before meals and after, and it's good to help with bowel movements. So, any type of thing that got vitamin C, 100% vitamin C, you can never go wrong. So that's just a few things that I've come across in one's life. Again, it's always something to learn. But when we're looking to learn, that's what we'll do. Now let's get into it, my generals, brothers and sisters. My hip hop fans, my R&B fans, my lovers of music, those with a musical ear, those who take music very seriously. Let's get into it. The benefits of positive music. And I want to go through some stages and read some summaries, of course. And we're going to have a meditative moment. And I want to get into the first stage of the benefits of high vibrational positive music. And the first one is stress management. Okay. Music. Reduce stress. Lay back, unwind, and let your troubles drift away. It probably doesn't surprise you or us to hear that. Listen to music. It is relaxing way to pass time. That's just a little summary there. But it's got to be a high vibrational music. It can't be this toxic shit out here. How's that going to lift our spirits and lift our vibration? Because one thing I've noticed, because I remember back in the day when I used to go to the club and they would play certain songs like G Thang or whatever, or songs of that nature, a fight would break out. So it does matter, the vibration in the music, and it has to be authentic music. It's authentic as it can be, not too much digital. I'm trying to work on that myself. Let's try to stay as authentic as possible, because that's what makes the music fulfilling and, high vibrational. So, like I said, I've experienced hearing toxic songs in the club, and it changed the whole demeanor. I always said that they don't play enough slow songs anymore. They always play all these bumping and grinding songs and stuff that bring lust up out of you. No, let's listen to music that bring love up out of us, brothers and sisters. A romantic feeling. We can express ourselves and the things we want, in our significant other in it doesn't have to be in a lustful way. Of course we're going to have that pleasure feeling, but it can come from love. And that's what we need in our high vibrational music. Now, of course, we have our aggressive music, but it's still, again, it can come from a positive place. Because again, in my music, I go hard, but I keep it positive. And I make sure I'm making a point. I put substance in the song. And that's something I heard from Heavy D. He actually said that in a song. He never makes a song without substance. Now, he made his dance songs and his fun songs, but if you go back and listen to a lot of Heavy D songs, he was touching on politics, way of the world, and unity, and things that brothers and sisters need to do. He was very positive in a lot of his music, and he wasn't no dummy either. He seen the toxic side of the industry. You just had to go back and listen to some of Heavy D's songs. That's something I'm learning too, to listen to the lyrics of music and really listen to the instruments and really listen to the sound of it, how it makes us feel, and really break it down, So now I listen to the words and songs, because I'm sure many of us have been in this space when we used to go to the club and all that. We ain't never listened to no words. We be, back in my days when I used to get, used to drink a lot and get toe up. Man, I didn't listen to no words. All I heard was the beat, and that's my jam, and dance to it. Don't even know what we dancing to. So now one pays attention, so we can what? Teach it to our youth. We can listen to good high vibrational music. It don't always have to be this toxic gangster thug shit, because look what it leads to. Beefing, people getting hurt, fans that have something to say with artists and don't even know nothing about these artists. And it's like everybody got something to say about somebody's life. It's crazy. And that's why I say, my artists out there, just stick to art. I'm talking about those who really like music and want the good in music and not this toxic shit. Just focus on our music. Fuck the beefing. Fuck the beefing. Get rid of beefing. Beefing does nothing but bring you a low vibration, and it brings negative energy, and it takes away from the passion of music. So that's just my opinion. That's just, my theory. So let's go on to the next reason why it's beneficial to have positive music. It improves our mood. It makes us feel different. Okay. It provides a total brain workout. We talk about high vibrational, good music, something with substance that's teaching something and make you feel good at the same time. It provides a total brain workout. Research has shown that listening to music, we talking about positive music though, can reduce anxiety, blood pressure, and pain, as well as improve sleep quality. And that's good. That's kind of something my son's mom does when she kind of feeling a certain way. She'll pop on some music. So that's a good centering mechanism, but it's got to be good music though. If you're feeling kind of down about something, listen to some positive music to lift you up. Don't listen to a music that bring you down. I mean, it's okay to listen to that from time to time, but we have to be careful we don't bring ourselves even lower, so we kind of feeling some kind of way. Listen to something positive, something good, not nothing that make us more, somewhat depressed or more down. We want to be lifted up as much as we can, especially in these times. Okay. Music can improve mood. Women with this is just an example. Women with smartphone and headphones, another of the silence backed benefits of music. I don't really like that statement really, but it says music can improve mood. Women with smartphone and headphones, why I say that twice, and headphones, another of the science backed benefits. So I guess when you listen to it, what they saying is, because women are different than, females are different than males. I guess that's what they saying. When you're listening to your ear, when you have it in your earphone, I guess what they saying when you have it in your, it's for males too, brother or sister. When it's in your ear, I guess it gets to your chakras. It really gets into your soul when it's in your ear, basically is what they saying. But overall, positive music, especially when it's in your earphones, it's going straight to your brain. Man, it'll get into your nerve. It gets into your senses. It goes up, and remember our spine plays a part too. Remember, because vibrations goes up and down our spine, and it sends signals to the nerves throughout our whole body. So that's why it's important that we listen to positive music, good music. We can listen to all music, but I would rather listen to positive music. I don't want to listen to no gangster shit. Like, again, I'm not against those who go hard a little bit and be a little aggressive in music, because as melanated brothers and sisters, we all have a little edge in us. So, but it's how we convey it. Because remember, we got to think of the listeners and how people are very impressionable. And I noticed that with these artists, like two individuals that's beefing now in the media, it sends a negative ripple effect off onto the listeners. So if we stay positive and don't just do what the fans think we should do, or people who riding along with us, we could change the narrative of hip hop. We can be aggressive and go hard, but have a righteous agenda. I'm telling you, righteous, positive music lasts longer. We remember the positive songs more so than the toxic ones, especially in these times. And I actually heard a brother speak on a podcast. Let me see, who was this? I gotta say, it was actually Snoop Dogg. He was talking about the song "Hit 'Em Up," like how he never liked that song, cause that's and I admit, back when I first heard it, back when I didn't know no better about music, I used to kind of bob my head to it. But I think about it now. What does it what does beefing help? It doesn't help anything. I mean, it might make the person feel better, but what does it help? What is it? How's it helping music? How's it adding to our culture? We have enough trouble in hip hop already, so why add to it? So going back to Snoop Dogg when he's talking about that song "Hit 'Em Up," and now you can't listen to that song because brother Biggie is no longer alive. So that'd be disrespect, because that's one thing I don't play with. I don't play with people's lives. Excuse me. I don't play with people's lives. I don't play with my own life. I don't play with God, that real God now, not the system God. I don't play with that great divine, and I don't play with death at all. So that song I wouldn't listen to now because Biggie's gone. So, and I see what Snoop was saying, and that's kind of why Snoop was kind of backing out in those times. People think he was, I don't think he had no vendetta or nothing against Tupac. I think Snoop just kind of seen things coming down the road, and I think he wanted Pac to go with him. He didn't want Pac to be in no beef. He didn't want that for Pac. But it's like, how Pac was very strong-minded, so it probably wasn't easy to, to persuade him. And I don't think he was against Pac, and I think Pac was it's just unfortunate that something else had his mind. I'm not one to say what it is or what it was, but something that just had his mind and kept him locked in his beefing. And I'm telling you, man, that's why it's important, the individuals we have in our lives and be around. And I mean that it's important. So, if like me, I like solitude. I like being by oneself. We as brothers and sisters, I'm still talking about music now. We have to learn the art of not giving a damn. Again, I'm not talking about important things, ourselves, our health, family, and children, and things we have to do to make it in this life and work through this so-called matrix. But I'm talking about we have to have the art of not giving a shit. You know what I'm saying? We have to do things that's best for ourselves. And I'm talking about righteously, and just put out good music. Fuck the beefing. Fuck what the media want. If you got to a certain point where you have gotten a certain status of money, or you got an amount of money, just you good. What more do you need? Focus on your passion and focus on lifting the vibration of the listeners, because that's what I do it for. I'm not looking for money. I'm not looking to get paid. That's why you don't see cash apps or me asking for money, because that great divine has given me the strength to work through this so-called matrix to get money. And I got my little ways of doing things I've learned. And I've learned, like from my mom, like I say, things I've researched on my own, family members, reachers and teachers in the world or online. And again, folks, it's not always a brother with a platform or a sister with a platform or on a podium. I've learned from many teachers down through the years. Thank God, that real God, that one finally listens, because it's been a long, hard battle. And I'm gonna say hard. It's been a long, hard battle to get to this point. So I salute those who put the work in via music or speaking or whatever divine talent or gift we have. And I spoke on that. I got a podcast where I spoke on that. I put that in the end screen. So I put the one about preventing toxins in our body. I put that in the end screen because I want to focus on how we eat too, and taking care of the inner core of our body as far as eating and being healthy, because that's important too, because we have to have that in line with our spirit, because how we eat and how we feel, we get rest and all that, then we'll produce better. We'll have better productivity, and that's in our music too. So I want to go on to another stage of the benefits of positive music. It also helps with our memory. All right, let's go. Improve your memory. Music is like a multivitamin. And wasn't I just speaking on vitamin? Wow, that's divine. All right, improve your memory. Music is like a multivitamin for your brain that helps it stay sharp. Wow, that's dope. Listening to music can improve your memory. Yep. By helping your mind to stay sharp. Cool. That's great. Remember, we're talking about high vibrational music, something that can sharpen our swords, so to speak. We got to keep that sword sharp, especially in these times. I think it says the same thing twice. Okay. Memory improvement. Listening to music can help stimulate the brain and improve memory. That's cool. Recall. Studies have shown that people who listen to classical music have a good memory. That's dope. And I like all kind of music, by the way. I like hip hop, of course, R&B. I like classic, jazz, reggae, African, Jamaican. I like some soft rock. It's got to have a beat to it though. It's got to have some kind of meaning. But I like some soft rock. I give you one white artist that I like. I was Caucasian artist, whatever you want to call him. What's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. But he got good music. I like his music. John Mayer or John. Excuse me if I'm saying his name wrong. But his name is John. It's either John Mayer or John Mayer. He got some good music. I call it white boy blues, and I like some of his songs. Now, I don't know his status or who he is as a person. I'm just slicing that part off. I'm just talking about the music because I don't really know him as a person, but I like his music. And he has this one song called and like again, I like Jamaican, African, reggae, classic, jazz, blues, R&B, hip hop. So gotta put that in there. And and I'll name some female artists that I like. And I've named them before, but I'll name them again. I like Lauryn Hill. These are my favorite. I can't think of all of them right now, but my favorite three that come to the top of my head is Lauryn Hill, Keisha Cole, and Aaliyah. May she rest in peace and in power. Those are my three favorite female artists. And my other artists, I've mentioned them before, but my number one favorite artist is Tech Nine. I like Tech Nine, Hobson, DMX, KRS-One. I didn't mention him on the last one, but KRS-One, Talib Kweli, if I said his name right. I like him. Nappy Roots, Arrested Development, Black Rob. It's some more. I just can't remember them all. I even like Eminem. Who else? That's all I can think of right now. I like Lil Wayne. I like some of Lil Wayne's music. Some of it. You gotta see. I like some of Lil Wayne's early stuff when he first started. That's some of the music I like because I know he didn't kind of been through this industry. But I like Lil Wayne though. I can't judge him. But I like some of his music. Everybody evolves and change. Everybody goes through that growth spurt. So. But those are some of the artists. I couldn't think of some more, but those are some of the artists on my list that I like. But I'm gonna get back to John Mayer or John Mayer. I can't think. If I'm saying his name wrong, forgive me. But the song he got called Gravity, I can relate to that song. And when you're going through something that's one of them songs. Remember, like I said a few minutes ago, when we're feeling down about something, don't feel a song that's down. Now, but sometimes you can have exceptions. Now, cause like Al Green, I like blues. Oh, Al Green, I still listen to some of Al Green's music. The Good Times, that's one of my favorite songs by Al Green. For the Good Time, I love that song. And the one I was going to say with John Mayer, Gravity is working against me. Whoa, gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, I'll never know. I love that song. I love it. And it just puts you in this mood. It just makes you feel good. But I'm just using that as an example, like reggae music. I love reggae music. I listen to Jamaican music at work sometimes because I like that. I like the tempo and the beat of Jamaican and reggae music because it's like boom, 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 boom. I love that beat. And I listen to it all the time. I listen to instrumentals. When I'm on a job, I like to listen to instrumentals, without the music. That's cool. Without the words, excuse me. That's cool too. Try that sometimes. To my listeners, current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view, family, brother or sister, young or old. Try that sometime. Listening to songs. Take your favorite song and just listen to the beat. Don't even put the words on it. That does something. That kind of lifts the vibration too, because you know the words, you have it in your head, and that's another form of comforting one's soul. Just listen to some beats sometimes. Listen to some classical music. Classical music is wonderful. I love classical music, and I remember, to be honest, when I stayed in Kansas, this is back in the 90s. I stayed in Kansas and had this Caucasian dude I used to work with, and he used to like classical music. And he said, "Man, you ever listen to classical music when you drive on the highway?" I was like, "No, I never done that." Cause in Kansas, at the time when I stayed there, most places you had to go, you had to travel on the highway. So I was like, "Nah," and we done it, and it's like, wow, I see what you mean. It's like it's almost like you in your own little space, especially when it's raining and you listen to classical music. So that's what I mean. It's like we gotta learn to broaden our listening. We gotta broaden our minds and not just be tied down to just hip hop or R&B or R&B, rhythm and blues, whatever, and broaden our mind and broaden our scope and listen to other music, get different views, and especially black culture. But try to step out and listen to some other things. You might learn something, because it all comes from black culture anyway, right? Indian music, I've heard a little bit of Indian music, but not my preference really. But I try to listen to a little bit of everything. And to be honest, I actually Snoop Dogg's another one of my. I like art. Snoop Dogg too, by the way. Any artist I didn't name, it's not that I don't like them. But I'm more so for underground. Exhibit. I always mention Exhibit, but I'm more so for underground. I'm not too much for the ones in the limelight. Nothing against them, but I'm rooting for the underground. Cause I'm underground. So, but like I was getting ready to say. I lost my train of thought. Well, anyway, when I was in Kansas, back in them times, I used to listen to classical music, and it's just that vibration music gives you. When you really have an ear for it, and you really have a passion for it, and you really love it. It's wonderful. Oh, I was going to say what Snoop Dogg said. Snoop Dogg was I remember it was a long time ago. I think when he had a reality show, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know if he had a cousin or a nephew that was going to be a speaker on a radio show. And because Snoop, something I know, Snoop is very intelligent. Snoop's smart. He really is. People can say what they want about Snoop. He smoke weed, whatever. Snoop is smart, very intelligent. And I'm going to give this example why I know Snoop is intelligent. Because this young brother that wanted to speak on the radio, he asked him different songs. He asked him what songs he knew. He brought up songs if he knew who's the artist for it. And he brought up a particular song and he asked, I don't know if it was his nephew or his cousin. And he asked him who sang it, who was the originator. And a lot of songs are remade and a lot of hip hop artists have remade it. And of course, the nephew come from a different era. So he named the artist that made it. And Snoop was like, no, that's not the original who made it. That it was remade. So he broke out the album. And he showed the person that really made it. And the nephew or cousin was amazed. Like, wow, I didn't know that. And see, he educated on him that when you're working on I'm just going on what Snoop said. I don't know nothing about working in a radio station, but he said, you have to know all genres of music. You have to know a little bit about music to be a disc jockey or a DJ, I said, yeah, that makes sense. So that was just, Snoop showing his intelligence in music. I mean, he'd been in music for a long time. So, and as well as many other artists, that's been in music for a long, long time. They should be intelligent and know something about music. So that's something that I draw from Snoop. I think Snoop is very intelligent. He's done some wonderful things for hip hop. Of course, he had his growth spurt. He went through his thugging era and his gangster era, but we all evolve and change, We all been through that, as I said, again, all melanated brothers and sisters, we all have a little edge in us. It's always going to be in us. But as we mature, and as brother or sister, as we get up in either age or levels of self-awareness, we begin to see life different. And we will become positive with a little edge, It's all how we convey it. Real talk. So those things that I read, those summaries, I hope they help anyone listening. Remember, try our best to stick to that high vibrational music and listen to good music. It can be therapeutic, like my son and I, Lord Lamont, right here on my channel. Again, I'll say he has a song called No Slaves and a song, two songs him and I collabed on. One's called Breathe and the other is called Keep Your Mind Right. And a song right here on my channel, and I got a load of songs, and I put a disclaimer out there. A lot of beats are not mine, they're from other artists. And salute to other artists that I got beats from. And But I do write one's own lyrics. I don't. Sometimes I freestyle. When I'm feeling it, I can freestyle. But I'm not really a freestylist. I'm more of a writer. But when I'm feeling it, I freestyle. So every song I make, I write my own lyrics, as well as my son, Lord Lamont. Salute my son, Lord Lamont, my children, and family. So that's just a little something that was in my spirit. I hope you got something out of it. Try our best to listen to as much high vibrational, positive energy music the best way we can. Because this is my quest, my mission, to get positive music out there. Because hip-hop isn't went anywhere. We just need to revive it. It needs to be rebirthed. And we need more people like Kendrick Lamar that's not afraid to stand up to that righteous candle of hip hop, and never let that candle go out. We're going to keep that candle lit. We're never letting the candle of hip hop ever go out. So that was just some things that was in one spirit. And thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion. And as you can see on my banner here, this is a song that I put on, it used to be Twitter, is now X. And salute to those who support me and listen to one's music. I appreciate it. And again, I just want to send out good vibes to the listeners via whether I'm positive and being a little aggressive or just being humble and being subtle. But it's my duty and my job, and it's my gift to have good substance in music, because positive energy lasts forever. Negative energy is only temporary. It don't last long. But positive energy lasts forever, And you never know who we might be changing or making someone feel better. That's why I always stay positive, because I'll say all the time, we just never know who life we may be changing. But back to my banner. But this is just a little something I wanted to show from those who support me on X. I got a lot of supporters on X, and I salute, thank you, and on YouTube too. Thank you. Those who comment and those who have supported me and helped one catapult me to this point. And those, I'm talking about brothers and sisters online that I used to be in the chat room and stuff like that. I haven't been in a while, but I'm still here. I haven't went nowhere. The silent hero, but yeah, I was just showing this for my supporters on my banner here. And 7 likes and 3 reposts, and see what I got. Excuse me. Okay, I couldn't see what that was. 570 views, which is not bad. I'm just not trying to like I'm bragging or showing off, but just seeing the product of one's work, because people probably don't know this, because I don't really push my music out there like that. I just kind of let it flow, because I wanted to float naturally. I got this thing, don't push, but we don't give up. Some things we push, but some things we don't. Just let it come naturally, like that great divine and Mother Nature. Just let it, flow like nature. Real talk. That's another thing we got to have in music. The knowledge and the teachings of Mama Nature. Real talk. That'll definitely help with our music. Get in nature sometimes. Real talk. As I heard from my great brother. And I'm going to do this too. And this is something I learned from a teacher now. It's not mine. I learned this from somebody else. Get in nature, a park, wherever we at. If we're fortunate to be near a forest or some type of trees or grass and a park, get in there and walk barefooted. And then that's how we come up with our lyrics. Try different ways to come up with our lyrics. Let's change the way we get lyrics. Let it come from that great divine Mother Nature, so it can come naturally and real thoughts from the pit of our soul. So yeah, like I said, salute to the supporters and those who ride along with the brother. I appreciate you, brother or sister, young or old, family member. So like I say, this on my banner is just results of one's work, because I've been writing rhymes and doing music since the 90s. I got a stack of rhymes, real talk, from the 90s, most of them anyway. If I would have kept every rhyme I ever wrote, I don't know how many notepads I had. I've been through so many notepads, because I love it. I do it for the love and the passion of it, and to give good vibration to the listener. So I hope there was some good points, and may those that listening, current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view, may that great divine be in your life, as well as my family, brothers and sisters in the world and online, and children. Always and forever know, hands down, the benefits of positive music. Salute.